You just made 17 judgments about me in the first second of this video. And here's the kicker. You were probably right about most of them. Your brain processes faces faster than you can consciously think, analyzing symmetry, expressions, and micro-movements in milliseconds. Scientists at Princeton found we form impressions in just 1/10 of a second. That's faster than a blink. Your amygdala, that ancient alarm system, is already deciding friend or foe before your conscious mind even says hello. Here's where it gets funny. We spend hours choosing the perfect outfit, but our faces already told our entire story before anyone noticed our shoes. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight that already ended. Paul Ekman discovered 7 universal emotions recognized across every culture on Earth: fear, sadness, joy, disgust, contempt, anger, and surprise. These are hardwired into your DNA. But wait, what if you could decode these signals consciously? What if you could read the truth that faces reveal in fractions of seconds? Chapter 1. Microexpressions. The 1/25th second truth. Your face just leaked the truth for exactly 1/25th of a second. Microexpressions are involuntary facial expressions that flash across our faces faster than we can control them. They're the ultimate tell. Think about it. You can control your words, rehearse your stories, even practice your poker face. But you can't stop these lightning-fast truth bombs. The facial muscles connect directly to your emotional centers, basically a direct hotline with no stops. When someone says they're happy to see you but flashes contempt for a split second, that's the real story. Your face runs 2 programs simultaneously, the one you want to show and the one you actually feel. Here's the ridiculous part. We're all having these micro-conversations nobody consciously notices. Everyone's speaking facial Morse code, but nobody learned to read it. Get this. With just a few hours of training, people jump from 54% accuracy at spotting lies to over 80%. That's the difference between guessing and knowing. These tiny truth windows are always there. Chapter 2. The eyes. Windows to interest and deception. Your pupils are doing something fascinating right now. They're dilating based on your emotional state, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you see something you like, your pupils expand up to 45%. This is pure biology. Your body floods with excitement chemicals, and boom, pupils blow wide. Poker players wearing sunglasses? They're not trying to look cool. They're hiding excitement about that royal flush. But here's the plot twist. Liars often blink less during the lie. While constructing their story, their brain works so hard that blinking drops. Then after the lie, blink rate explodes. Watch interrogation footage. The suspect maintains creepy eye contact during fabrication, then suddenly can't stop blinking. It's obvious once you know. We're terrible at faking normal. We either overdo eye contact like robots or avoid it completely. A comfortable amount? Usually around 60 to 70% eye contact during conversation. Though some people naturally look away more when thinking. Chapter 3. Body language. When feet tell the truth. Forget the face, watch the feet. Feet are often the most honest body part because we rarely think to control them. While managing your expression, your feet might be revealing your true feelings. This is evolutionary gold. For millions of years, feet were survival tools. They pointed toward safety and away from danger. When interested in someone, your feet often aim directly at them like compass needles. Feeling uncomfortable? Your feet might be pointing at the exit. Joe Navarro calls this the limbic foot dance. Your primitive brain moves your feet before consciousness knows you want to leave. Here's the comedy. We hire speaking coaches for hand gestures. Meanwhile, our feet are doing interpretive dance about how we really feel. Watch someone receiving criticism. Upper body stays professional, but feet? Often in full retreat mode. Truth can start from the ground up. Though remember, sometimes feet point away just because someone needs the bathroom. Chapter 4. The mirror neuron effect. You might be mirroring me right now without realizing it. Mirror neurons fire when you perform an action and when watching someone else do it. Your brain literally simulates being the other person. Italian scientists discovered this by accident. A researcher ate ice cream. The monkey's brain fired as if it was eating. Mind blown. When you like someone, you often unconsciously copy their posture, gestures, even breathing. It's the chameleon effect. Studies show waitresses who mirror get higher tips. Salespeople often close more deals. But here's the bizarre part. We think we're unique, but spend 5 minutes with someone and you might become their movement twin. Friends at coffee often reach for cups simultaneously like synchronized swimmers. You can enhance connection. Subtly mirror someone's body language. Their brain might think, this person is like me. It's not manipulation. It's speaking a universal body language. Chapter 5. Space Invasion, the Hidden Rules of Distance. You're following invisible rules you never agreed to. Edward Hall mapped 4 typical spacing zones. Intimate, 0 to 18 inches. Personal, 1.5 to 4 feet. Social, 4 to 12 feet. Public, beyond 12 feet. Violate these? Watch what happens. Step too close to strangers, and many people's stress hormones spike, heart rate increases. All because you moved 6 inches too close. Different cultures have different comfort zones. Americans often prefer arm's length. Mediterranean cultures typically stand closer. Northern Europeans often prefer more distance while talking. Here's what some people do for dominance. Deliberately entering personal space. Politicians do this, the pulling handshake, the shoulder pat. Though what feels powerful to one person might just feel rude to another. The funniest part, watch elevator riders redistribute when someone exits. We're like atoms maintaining spacing. Want to level up your people skills? Join our YouTube membership for early access to scripts, input on future topics, and connection with a community that gets the social struggle. Click join below, and let's master human interaction together. Chapter 6. Voice Reveals. Pitch, Pace, and Panic. Your voice might be revealing things you didn't mean to share. Pitch often rises with stress. Your emotions connect directly to your vocal cords. Limited conscious override. Under stress, vocal cords can tighten like guitar strings. Confidence often lowers pitch. Nervousness often raises it. Though everyone's baseline is different. Listen to speech rate. Anxious people sometimes compress words, speaking 20 to 30% faster. Like getting words out before the brain catches up. Sadness? Speech might slow with longer pauses. What gets me? We craft perfect lies, then our voice cracks, like asking someone to prom. Vocal fry can signal low confidence in some contexts, though for many it's just how they naturally speak. Context matters. Voice can be an emotional barometer, but remember, some people's voices naturally crack when excited, not just nervous. Chapter 7. The Deception Detection Formula. Forget everything TV taught you about catching liars. Looking left doesn't mean lying. The real formula? Context, clusters, and baseline changes. First, establish baseline. How do they act relaxed? Everyone's different. Know they're normal before spotting abnormal. Look for clusters. One signal means nothing. Voice pitch change. Plus feet pointing away. Plus self-touching? That might mean something. Or they might just be cold and need the bathroom. Common stress indicators: increased self-touching, decreased hand movements, changed blink rate, feet aimed at exits. Together, they suggest discomfort. The irony? Honest people worry they look guilty. Liars practice looking normal. Everyone looks suspicious if you stare long enough. The key? Mental effort matters. Liars work harder, constructing, not remembering. But remember, truth is easy for most. Lies are exhausting. Unless you're talking to someone with lots of practice. Chapter 8. Handshake Intelligence. You might be exchanging chemical signals through handshakes. Studies suggest we unconsciously smell our hands after shaking, possibly picking up emotional information. Handshake pressure often correlates with personality. Very firm might signal dominance. Very soft might indicate introversion. But cultural norms vary widely. Match their pressure for rapport. Watch for power plays. Palm down can force submission. Double-handed feels warm to some, manipulative to others. Politicians love the shoulder grab, though voters have mixed reactions. Touch releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. within seconds. Why do refusing handshakes feel insulting? You're potentially denying connection. Modern irony? We share secrets online but panic about handshakes. That handshake might reveal more than your Instagram. Notice who lets go first. Often it's whoever feels less connected. Chapter 9. Power poses and hormone hacks. Stand expansively for 2 minutes. Some studies show hormone changes. Amy Cuddy's research suggested postures might affect biochemistry. The science got debated, but the confidence effect seems real for many people. Positions are simple: hands on hips, arms wide, leaning back, space-taking postures. Your body might influence how you feel. Research got challenged, replicated partially. But most agree, posture affects how others perceive you, and often how you feel. What's interesting, standing tall might help you feel more confident, even if hormones don't change. Contracted postures often correlate with feeling small. Your body and emotions are connected. Before important conversations, try standing confidently. Can't hurt, unless you pull a muscle doing Wonder Woman poses. The placebo effect is still an effect. Chapter 10. Advanced microsignals. Lips might compress briefly when someone disagrees silently. These microsignals are subtle. Lip compression, jaw tension, nostril flares, tiny possible indicators. The eyebrow flash, quick rise when seeing someone we recognize. It's common globally, no flash with strangers. Your forehead might be a recognition detector. Watch for asymmetric expressions. Genuine emotions tend to be symmetric. Forced ones often aren't. One mouth side rising might suggest contempt, though some people just have asymmetric faces. Forehead touch sometimes signals thinking hard. Your brain heats up slightly when working overtime. Hand might move to cool. Watch during exams, or it might just be a headache. Fun fact? Some research suggests noses get slightly warmer when lying, increased blood flow. Pinocchio had a point, though good luck spotting that without thermal cameras. Now you see what was always there. Every conversation has multiple channels. Faces expressing, bodies positioning, voices revealing. You've learned to notice more. Start with baseline. Watch comfortable behavior. Notice their usual patterns. Your reference point. Look for multiple changes together. Single signals can mislead. Patterns are more reliable. Multiple changes at once? It's worth paying attention to. Always remember context. Crossed arms might mean defensive, cold, comfortable, or just habit. Don't assume you know everything from body language alone. Real value isn't playing detective. It's understanding comfort levels, recognizing anxiety, noticing interest, then responding with empathy. You've learned to notice what many miss. Use it to connect better, not judge harshly. These are tools for understanding, not weapons for manipulation. Welcome to seeing more clearly. Learn something new? Hit that like button, share it with others, tap subscribe, and stick around for more. Got thoughts? I'd love to hear them in the comments.